Hello. I think it's story time again. Yay! Today we're going to be reading a story called Pig Gets Lost. This is an Usborne farmyard tale and it's written by Heather Amery and it is illustrated by Stephen Cartwright. You see the little pig? Covered in mud. Just what pigs like. Shall we begin? Pig Gets Lost. This is Apple Tree Farm. You see, there's little birds flying around and a dog and some children. Let's find out who they are. This is Mrs. Boot, the farmer, and she has two children called Poppy and Sam, and a dog called Rusty. And it looks like they have a beautiful big red tractor. See it there? Mrs. Boot has 6 pigs. There's a mother pig and 5 baby pigs. The smallest pig is called Curly and they live in a pen, a pig pen. That's a pig pen there. So it's like a big wire fence around it and they have a little house to sleep in. You see them there? And they've got a water trough just over here. And there's a gate for Mrs. Boot and the children to go in and out of if they need to. Did you see the little birds? There's a little bird sitting up here and another little bird sitting up here. Mrs. Boot feeds the pigs every morning. She takes them 2 big buckets of food. But where is Curly? He's not in the pen. Where is he? She calls Poppy and Sam. Poppy, Sam. Curly has got out, she says. Please, can you come and help me to find him? There's Poppy and Sam. And there's Rusty. They're going to go and find Curly the pig, who seems to have gotten out of the pig pen. Wonder where he's gone. Where are you, Curly? Calls Mrs. Boot and the children. Poppy and Sam call to Curly. Let's look in the hen run, says Mrs. Boot. But Curly is not there. There he is, in the barn. He's in the barn, says Sam. I can see his tail. And they all run to the barn to catch Curly. Sam's up front running, and then Poppy, and then Mrs. Boot. And what's Rusty doing? Rusty looks like he's found something on the ground here. Looks like a bit of mud or something on the ground, doesn't it? That's not Curly, says Mrs. Boot. It's only a piece of rope. Not Curly's tail. Where can he be? Says Poppy. Let's look in the cow shed. But Curly is not in the cow shed. Don't worry, says Mrs. Boot. We'll soon find him. All the cows. How many is there? 1, 2, 3 cows. And there's Sam and Poppy looking everywhere. Looking for Curly everywhere, looking. Perhaps he's in the garden. They look all around the garden, but Curly is not there. I think he's lost forever, says Sam. Looks like they've got some lettuce or vegetables growing in the garden. Why is Rusty barking? Rusty is standing by a ditch and he barks and he barks. Ruff, 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 ruff. He's trying to tell us something, said Poppy. He's trying to tell us something. Wonder what it is. Just then when I barked, Mango, the cat, she's just sitting down here. She just meowed, said hello. Did you hear her? I think she thought there was a dog in the house when I barked. Roof, roof, like Rusty. Would you like to see Mango? Maybe I'll put the book down and show you Mango. Mango, come here, darling. Puss, puss. I'll just go and pick her up. I think, yes, you can come and say hello to the children. I know. Say hello, children, and then you can go outside. Oh, oh. Say hello. Hello, girls and boys. No, hello. Say hello to my grandchildren, Luca and Dylan. Mango wants to get down. I'm going to let her down. Shall we go back to the book? Rusty's standing by the ditch. He barks and he barks and he tries to tell us something. He's trying to tell us something, said Poppy. I know, I've read that bit before, haven't I? Rusty's found Curly. And they all look in the ditch. Curly has slipped down in the mud and can't climb out again. Can you see? Curly right down there in the mud. We'll have to lift him out. I'll get into the ditch, said Mrs. Boot. I'm coming too, said Poppy. And me, said Sam. So they're all going to go down into the ditch, into the mud. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Curly is very muddy. You see Curly down there? Just covered in mud. Mrs. Boot picks Curly up, but he struggles, and then he slips back into the mud with a splash. Splosh! And it goes all over Mrs. Boot. And now everyone is very muddy. Sam tries to catch Curly, but he falls into the mud. And Mrs. Boot grabs Curly and she climbs out of the ditch. And then they all climb out of the ditch, all covered. We'll need a good wash, says Mrs. Boot. Rusty found Curly. Clever dog, said Sam. And there they all are, very happy to have found Curly the pig, and very happy to all be covered in mud. That was a lot of fun. And that's the end of the story. Pig Gets Lost. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm going to sit back and have my cup of tea, one of my favourite cups. I'm having peppermint tea. Are you going to have a nap now? Or is it bedtime? See you again next time. Bye.